If you're a new mom or dad, navigating the complex maze of employee benefits can be confusing. How do you even start the conversation with your HR department? Well, Anna Stephanie, president and founder of LeaveLogic, is here with some advice. Anna, thanks so much for joining us, and let's start with the key employee benefits that people should be aware of.
Absolutely. If we start with those basics, if your employer offers, or if your employer has over 50 employees, both moms and new dads can take up to 12 weeks under the Family Medical Leave Act, or FMLA. But keep in mind, FMLA is not paid. It only provides job protection. In terms of your paid leave options, it really depends on your employer. We're increasingly seeing employers expand or launch new paid leave programs that can vary from 2 weeks to a couple months. And especially for birth moms, don't overlook short-term disability insurance, because it too can provide income replacement after childbirth.
So of course it's important to know what your employer offers. Now, what's the best way to sort of start that conversation?
It really is going to vary by individual and on a case-by-case basis. I know, for instance, I didn't feel comfortable disclosing early on in pregnancy to my employer. I was told by friends and colleagues to keep it hidden as long as possible. A recent study by an employee benefits company, Unum, found that 43% of employees don't even sit down and talk about their options with HR. And all of this is the reason why I founded my company, LeaveLogic, because I believe technology has a huge role to play in helping alleviate some of that fear and uncertainty employees are facing when navigating their leave options.
Sure, and for a lot of people, I would think most people, finances is definitely a point of stress, of concern. So are there any benefits that address that?
Absolutely. I like to think of these benefits in two categories. One, income or salary replacement, and two, benefits that help defray some of the costs. Looking at those income replacement benefits, as I mentioned earlier, short-term disability insurance can help when an employee is ill or injured or through childbirth. Also consider hospital insurance, which helps bridge that gap between what your health plan covers and what your out-of-pocket expenses are. And increasingly, we're seeing employers offer breast milk shipping services, backup child care programs, legal services, and more. This really is an effort to attract and retain talent. But most employers will have available the ability to get a breast pump reimbursed through your health plan, or the ability to contribute to a flexible spending account, or FSA, to help with dependent care expenses. But if you add all this up, employees can save up to $3,000 to $5,000 at a time when it really matters most. Key message here is to start early and truly understand what your employer offers.
Right, and what's the latest on any federal programs that can make this a little bit simpler for families to have the time they need?
Absolutely. So ever since FMLA was enacted 25 years ago, not much has changed. I am encouraged, though, a recent congressional hearing brought both sides together to agree that paid family leave makes sense. We just can't agree on the how. How much? How do we pay for it? How do we administer it? Until then, unfortunately, most employees are left with winning the zip code lottery, as only 6 states have enacted paid leave legislation to date. I am hopeful, though, that we will see a paid family leave for all in the very near future.
Excellent. Anna Stephanie, thanks so much for your time this morning. Stay where you are. We'll be right back.